why I'm furious about Lost Ark Summer 2023. Holy fuck. I guess we're gonna watch this. So overall, Lost Ark, I think we should contextualize it by doing this. How many of you guys played Lost Ark? Me. I do play the game, me. So a lot of you guys played the game. Why did you quit? Alts, pay to win, it got ridiculous, grinding, homework, gatekeeping, dailies and fions, chaos dungeons and guardians. Okay, so basically everybody quit for probably the same half a dozen to a dozen reasons. And I don't know how it's doing over in Korea. I can't really speak to that, but this is where it's at in the West. Who's this guy? Yeah, where did he go? Nobody knows. I'm just gonna watch the video and I'm gonna put in my own comments throughout this, and then I'll talk a little bit about the other changes that they're making. Here we go.
You can see right here the Korean PC Bang ratings for Lost Ark in Korea. We already know that Lost Ark the numbers are dwindling rapidly.
Wasn't Lost Ark the third most played game in Korea like 2 years ago or 1 year ago?
And as you can see, the biggest competitor of Lost Ark, which is MapleStory, had a massive update where every class basically
How the fuck do people still play that 2D piece of shit? How the fuck are they going and they're playing MapleStory instead of Lost Ark? I mean, you've got to really fumble the fucking bag to have MapleStory beating you out. Jesus. What Smilegate needs to do is they need to hire me. They can hire me. Actually, you know what? I'll do it for free. Just let me sit down and I will explain what the problem with the fucking game is. You know what they really need to do in Lost Ark? And this is gonna make some people upset that have spent money on the game. But Kazaros needs to be tier 4. That's it. We've had tier 3 fucking 2 years. Everybody is in tier 3. We need a reset. In my opinion, I think you need a massive fucking reset. You need, like, every good MMO has resets almost.
And as you can see, Lost Ark is about to be eliminated.
What a bunch of horse shit that is. 2%, 1.98%. Imagine having a game that has a fight as good as Valten in it, as good as Alaric, as good as Belshazzar, Gate 6. And you're fumbling the fucking bag so bad that you can't even get 2% in your own home country. What a fucking joke. That you're getting beat by Overwatch. You're getting doubled by Overwatch, a dog shit game that Blizzard threw in the towel for. It's pathetic. StarCraft, when the fuck did StarCraft get an update? 10 years ago?
Basically what's going on is the game is suffering from a massive amount of
fatigue. I think that's the best word to describe what is wrong with Lost Ark. It is fatiguing.
Work fatigue is what they're calling it.
That is so true. I totally agree with him. This guy is so smart.
Not a whole lot of new stuff coming out. The PvP is dead.
The PvP was always fucking dead. Because anybody that gives a fuck about PvP, look at the chart. They're playing League of Legends. What do you think, some dumb fuck is gonna stop playing one of the best competitive games in the entire world to go play some fucking, like, bootleg version of it on some pay-to-win garbage game? No, of course not. They've already have League.
No one wants to do fucking Chaos Dungeons and Guardians and Una tasks anymore.
I think people love Chaos Dungeons, and I think Guardians are fun. How many of you guys love gummy bears? 12 bags of gummy bears every single day forever. Do you still like them? Probably not. No, you're dead now. And that is the problem. It is, Chaos Dungeons are genuinely fucking fun. They're awesome. They're fundamentally really fun. But, like, I don't think that they're that fun that I want to do them 2 times 6, 12 times a day. That's not fun. That's crazy.
Also a problem in Korea.
I'm so glad to see it fucking up in Korea too. Because now at least the people over in Korea can't be on copium and just be like,
oh, the Western players just don't like working.
Bro, you guys fucking hate it too. See, this is what I told you.
This is everything that was announced. New class, Soul Leader. New raid, Thaymine.
Well, I can't wait to do Thaymine. You know, he's gonna do something where he slams down with, like, the big sword, and it's gonna make, like, a giant pizza slice, and if you're in it, you're dead. Well, I can't wait for, like, one person to die to that, and then the raid's over. Oh, that's gonna be so fucking fun. Oh, wow. How exciting that's gonna be.
And new story content, which most people will just press Shift-G for.
Oh,
that's basically the entirety of what they...
And also, I think that Thaymine probably was a really good point for them to have increased it to tier 4. Because, like, Thaymine, as far as I know in the lore, Thaymine and Kazaros are kind of on the same power level. Yeah, Kazaros is maybe a bit more powerful, but it's not like Thaymine is like an underling of Kazaros. He is way more fucking powerful than all of the other ones, as far as I know. He should be the next tier. And if it's not him, it better fucking be Kazaros.
Now let's think about this. A new player goes into the game, hones to level to 1540 for Kai Angle, and tries to enter raids without even understanding any system.
Kai Angle is the raid for Elgatia.
With a billion free things, and then put into the fucking endgame.
I think that's a bad way to do it. Like, you can't just catch people out to the game.
Oh, okay. Now you're caught up, so you just go do the raids.
No, like, it takes a long time for people to learn it. Like, doing Belshazzar is fucking hard. And I didn't even do the hard mode. I bet the hard mode is even worse.
So the gatekeeping will be fucking crazy. To be fair, it's better than what we have right now.
But it's not really better, because if you put somebody who barely knows how to drive in like a fucking Ferrari or something, they're gonna drive it into a wall because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, just because you give somebody a really powerful character doesn't mean that they're gonna know how to play it. The good thing about Lost Ark in the beginning is the fact that you would progress through the game and you would progressively do harder and harder content until you fought the hardest content in the game. But now you're starting on 9 and you go to 10. Lost Ark isn't a bad game, but they have 0 promo for new content. You're right, Lost Ark is horrible at marketing. This is why I think a lot of Lost Ark players are still emotional about it, is that Lost Ark is a fundamentally great game. If you look at the actual mechanics and the gameplay of Lost Ark, I think that it is an S tier game. Some of the boss fights are S tier, the combat is S tier. I actually think it is an incredibly good game. So that's why people are pissed. They're pissed because you're taking something that's this good and you're just putting shit on it.
Basically what's happening, MapleStory and Lost Ark are 1-to-1 competitors in Korea, and I was expecting...
Dude, how pathetic that you're losing to MapleStory. That is just fucking sad. That's like being Call of Duty Wars. Well, I mean, I was gonna say losing to like a Flash game, but BattleBit, actually that kind of happened. Never mind.
You know what? I'll show you what I actually put into my bingo card. What I was expecting to happen, or what was hoping to happen. 3 weird collabs. We obviously got the new class, you know.
Wow, so we didn't get anything good? Holy shit, that's crazy. So nothing good happened? Wow. That's actually really impressive.
We got the new Legion raid, we got bikini skins. Then they mentioned EUNA for like 1 millisecond, and then they said these rewards are only for Korea. And everything else was basically not addressed, and even in the Q&A after, none of the fundamental issues were addressed. There's no...
They're not adding anything important, but they are adding bikinis. They need to reset it. They have to reset the fucking game.
Ald rework, not even mentioned. Year set reworks, a daily rework, basically not mentioned. Max roster level, not mentioned. Third Awakening, well, it's a big update, so we gotta delay it. We've been talking about it for like 3 years, but we're still not ready. Oopsie. Engine update, obviously not. Lost Ark Mobile, no. Card rework, you can now get Balthor and I think Armin from Trade Merchants, which, by the way, Trade Merchants is about the worst combat.
What a stupid fucking design. The random Trade Merchants, if you want to buy certain cards, they are available from a vendor for 20 minutes randomly every hour, and they spawn about on average once every 2 weeks. So what the people do is they have notifications on their cell phone, and Discord sends them a push notification. Oh my god, Way card is up, and then they have to rush on, get on this fucking game and play it at that exact time. Yes, you gotta get the fuck up. Yeah, 4 a.m. Annika. Yep, no way. It's nuts, man.
We didn't even see Gold River. I didn't, at least. Esta Armor luckily didn't happen. MOBA wasn't mentioned. Fian rework didn't exist. Professional rework didn't exist either. So basically, as I said, all that happened was this year.
Oh my god.
Especially considering the context of their situation. The community's fed up with the fucking dailies and the bullshit.
I told them this. I said this last year, and nobody wanted to listen to me. Everybody was mad. Well, this is what you get.
There's no new proper content that you do outside of raids, and MapleStory is popping off with a massive new update. And still, this is what they come up with. The most pathetic, predictable content roadmap that you could possibly imagine.
I mean, he's right.
They didn't even talk about gender unlock classes either. Sure, a new raid is cool. Sure, a new class is cool.
Yeah.
But that's negligible in comparison to what people are, you know?
Well, people, like, nobody is gonna come back for a new raid. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, people will come back and do Thamine. They're gonna come back and do Kazaros and Carmine and whatever other fucking raid they cook up. Sure, yeah, they'll play that raid, but none of these things are really going to reinvigorate the player base. They're not really going to. So, like, unless you are already a very serious player of the game, this doesn't matter to you. It doesn't even exist.
I'd really hope that this low odd would convince me to or motivate me to keep playing. Barely any games releasing. There is, you can go back. I played some Maple Story recently. It's okay, it's, you know. And you can go back, and it's not as easy for a content creator, obviously, to just say, quit. I'm gonna quit my only income.
Yeah, that's one of the problems that, people have with games is that they are known for one game. So, as soon as they stop making content for that game, nobody watches them anymore. If you just make content for one game, whenever the game dies, you do too.
It's so obvious what these people need to do to fix these games and make them better. It's so obvious. There's a million different ways to approach
Well,
this.
the reason why they're not fixing it is because they have the way that Lost Ark is monetized is through incentivizing people to buy gold and buy materials. If you just give people the materials very quickly, well, then they're going to be less incentivized to spend money and buy the materials themselves. I want to just make this extremely clear. Anybody who is still playing Lost Ark right now deserves to get fucked like this and deserves to have their time wasted. Because if the Lost Ark players had any sense of self-respect, whenever Amazon pulled that bullshit with Fions, they should have all collectively quit the game until Fions got removed entirely.
I don't want to play all these fucking alts.
So then why do you need alts? They added a lot of material reduction, free show and low on. Game has issues, but Nico doesn't mention a lot of the good things. Yeah, we'll look at that. It's gold, okay. Okay, well, big surprise. They removed the Fion cost for transferring accessories between alts. How long did that take? I was saying that they should have done that, whenever the game came out. This is a problem that, these developers have. They think that,
Well, we'll fix it eventually.
by that time, people have already lost interest in the game and they don't care anymore. This is what happened to World of Warcraft. They don't want to give it another chance. They don't care that the game is better because they've already disconnected and they've moved on. And this is what's happening with Lost Ark. This is what Diablo's doing too.
Oh, we're gonna change it in Season 2.
What the fuck are you talking about? Gonna change it in Season 2? Why does it take until Season? It should be fixed in a month. PoE fixes things within 1 week. Yes. They fix it that day. They have the fucking CEO of the company reading and arguing with people on Reddit and then writing literal manifestos about why he's either right or wrong. And guess what? That community is happy. They are excited for PoE 2. They are buying the microtransactions. They are playing the game.
I don't see a future of this. Obviously, the new games are all going to shit. Sad to see, because I think Lost Ark has a lot of potential.
Everybody thinks
And
that.
especially Lost Ark PvP, I think, also has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
1.5 years ago in a Q&A, someone asked, can we have 1v1 PvP? Specific 1v1 PvP, maybe even with ranked? And the guy was like, yeah, we can do that. We never did.
Yeah, it's why don't you just do it? What are you doing? They don't need to make new raids. Most of the people are probably not clearing hard mode Akan. So if you're not clearing hard mode Akan, you don't need to make new raids. Just stop making new raids, and people that are clearing hard mode Akan, it's not like they're gonna quit the game. Bro, these people are fucking invested into the game. This is their job. You need to make sure that the people that come into the game at the beginning stay.
Everyone is pointing out a lot of problems. The Korean community is fed up with this shit too. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the Doomer video, but you know.
This is a Doomer video. It's deserved. Raid mechanics are garbage? Yes. We say more of the game is garbage than is good. I think that it depends on how you play it. How can you reset while not making hardcore gamers feel like they've been wasting their time? They were wasting their fucking time. It's a video game. Okay, look, I'm gonna log on real quick.
여러분, 제 영상을 보러 와주셔서 감사합니다.